Alright guys, Tennessee Jim here, and I am going to be doing some nickels today. I had some things to do earlier, so I couldn't go out metal detecting today. And got some things to do a little bit later on too, so anyway, I thought I'd go ahead and do me a box of nickels. And let's see what we can learn from this one. So hang on. First 10 rows are coming up. Okay, before I get started and show you what I got out of the first 10 rows, I'll show you this. This is a Dutchland, I think is what it's called. It's a 1 penny, 1988, I think. I got that from the Coinstar. I was turning in some coins last night, and it's what I got. So that was interesting. So there's that little find. Okay, on the first 10 rows, I struck silver. Okay, I have a 1942D, but that's not the silver one. I got a 1942 P, war nickel. 35% silver right there. I got a 1956D, a 1954D, 1956D, and a 1958D. On war nickels, guys, in 1942, about halfway through the year of 42, they started making what they call war nickels. Those have 35% silver in them. Halfway through 42, all of 43, all of 44, and all of 45 are war nickels, and they have 35% silver in it. No other nickels have silver in it. This was done during the war. That's why they call it war nickel. They needed the nickel for help building weapons and things of that nature. Just like the copper penny in 43, they made steel pennies in 43 and used that copper because they needed it for the war effort to make bullets. Okay, both of these are 42. Okay, it's a 42, and you'll see the D mint mark right over here. Can't point to it, but it's up to the right. It's a D. It's right to the right, Monticello, and this is a 1942. And you see the P mint mark up here on top. That means it's a war nickel. It'll either have a P, a D, or an S on top, and it's a big letter, and those are war nickels. Those are the ones that are silver. So just to let you know about the war nickels and what to look for. So now, let's go to the next 10 rows. See what we can find. Alright, these next 10 rows, I got a 1942. It's a plain. It's not a war nickel. I got a 1950 Philadelphia, a 1952 Philadelphia, and two 1959 Denvers. Now, if you look over here in the 1950s, the 1950 Philadelphia on the nickels, there's only 9.7 million minted. Now, if I got the 50D, it was only 2.6 million. Usually, look, like the next year was, 28 million, all these millions. So 50 is a low mintage, and 50D is a low mintage. So that 52 is 63 million. So it's, but that 50 is a low mintage nickel. So it's, as you can see, the value on it, can go on up, but it's not in that great a shape. I mean, but it's still probably, close to the $2 range. So anyway, that's that 10 rows. Now let's go to the next 10. All right, on this next 10 rows, I got a second year issue. I think it's second year. No, it's first year issue. 38. 1938 Philly, a 40 Philly, a 41 Philly, 249 Phillies, a 54 Denver, and 259 Denvers. So that 38, it's not in bad shape. It really looks pretty good. It's still got a little luster to it, and I mean, it don't have full steps, but it looks good. Now, what you're looking for when I say full steps is on the back here. Okay, on the back, you can't really see it good. Right there where the steps go. Right there's where the steps are. There's like 7 steps. In full steps, it'll show the lines. And, of course, that's one of the first places that this nickels wear out is right there. So it's hard to get full steps. But you have to have full lines going all the way across where those steps are to get full steps. And that's hard to come by on these older ones. Now, I collect, what I do, the nickels I'm looking for is, of course, the Jefferson nickels. Well, anything Jefferson and older, I'm looking for. Buffalo nickels, V nickels, shield nickels. I've never found a shield nickel, but I have found V nickels and Buffalo nickels. Now, the Jefferson nickel, 1938 is the first year that they were minted. So 38 through now. Jefferson nickels are even being, done now. But what I'm looking for is, as far as Jefferson nickels, is, of course, the first year issued all the way up to 1959. 60s, I'm not looking for. Although in this box, and in most boxes I'm in, I find a lot of 60s. 64s. Of course, 64, they minted more 64s than any other time. But these are the ones you want to look for. The older ones, the 30s and 40s and 50s. That's the nickels you want to look for. And there's key dates on some, like in the 1950 one. 1950D has a lower mintage. They didn't make as many that year. Well, in the 50 or 50D, they didn't make that many. But that's what I'm looking for as far as Jefferson nickels is first year issue, 1938 to 1959. And I put those in my coin book if I have a place for it. If not, I keep them for future coin books, or if somebody needs to trade something or, something like that, they can give me a holler. But that's what I'm looking for. All right, I've got 20 more rolls to go. I'm going to do the next 10, and then we'll see what we got, and then I'll do the next 10. So stand by. Okay, the next 10 rolls, I've got a 1941S. Now, I'll come back to that in just a minute. And I've got a 48 Philly, 49 Philly, a 54 Denver, and a 56 Philly. And I also got one of our Canadian friends. And this one is the 125th year anniversary coin. As you can see down here, well, you can't see it. The date, 1867 to 1992. That's the 125th anniversary of Canada. So that's a special coin. I don't know if it's worth anything different, but it's probably worth a nickel. Anyway, on the 1941S, okay, if we look over here in the good old United States Coin Red Book, the 1941S, it's got an A asterisk by it, and it's got a large and small mint mark varieties. That year they were changing, going from one size to the next, and this particular one here has got the small S. Let's see if you can. I don't know if you can pick it out or not, but it's a small S. Well, it's not wanting to focus, but anyway, that's a small S on that. Don't know. It doesn't show anything as far as being worth anything different. But it's just something to keep, something to have. So I'll add that to my collection. I've got 10 more rolls to go, and then we're going to be done with this box, and we'll see what we got at the end of the thing and go from there. So hang on. Okay, on the last 10 rolls, I got 1940 Philadelphia. And I'm going to go to skip that one and go to this one in 1947 Philadelphia. Two of our neighboring countries, well, one of our neighboring countries, I got two Canadian nickels. One from 1984 and the other one from 1997. And last but not least, and actually it was, well, no, it wasn't the last coin. The last coin was a Canadian coin. This is next to the last coin. You can't hardly see it. It's a 1945. And if you see up there, there's a P. That's a war nickel. It's 35% silver, so I got more silver on this box. So I got 2 silvers on this box. So let me get it all put back out here again and let you see what I got. All right, guys. This is what I got. I got a 39, 139, 240s, 241s, 242s, a 42P war nickel, a 45P war nickel. That's 2 war nickels. I got a 147, 148, 349s, a 50, a 52, 354s, 256s, 258s, 359s, and 3 Canadian nickels. So not too bad. I got some silver out of it. It's always good to get silver. So as Rick G would say, that's profit, you know. And got all these. I got let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Is that right? 12 of the 1950s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 from the 40s, 1 from the 30s, and 3 Canadian nickels. So not a bad hunt. Not a bad hunt. One thing that I didn't get that I was wanting to show you is the 2009 nickel. I've not been getting any of those in the past few boxes. The 2009, any 2009 coin is going to be a lower mintage than any other of the coins, except for the ones that's got real low mintage. But it's the 2009 is going to be a low mintage. It had something to do with the economy, and they just made less of the 2009 on all coins. So any 2009 coin you get, whether it's a penny, nickel, dime, quarter, half dollar. Of course, the half dollar, those are going to be the NIFCs. They're not intended for circulation coins. So you want to keep those anyway. But any 2009 coin, you want to keep it because it's a low mintage. And, you know, someday your great-great-great-grandchildren will be happy because you kept that low mintage coin. But, you know, these, you know, like I say, anything from the 30s, 40s, and 50s of the nickels I keep. of the Jeffersons, and then anything back beyond that, you've got the Buffalo nickels and the V nickels, and I've never seen a shield nickel it's been found in coin roll hunting, but it's not. Can't say that it can't happen, because I found a first year issue V nickel. Is an 1883 V nickel, and I was doing it. I found it by doing this right here, coin roll hunting. You can find coins that you wouldn't think that you didn't know existed. I didn't know anything about V nickels until I started getting into collecting coins. I didn't know anything about V nickels. I didn't know anything about a whole lot of coins anyway. I knew, the silvers, 1964 and before, of the quarters and dimes and half dollars. All that was, I knew that was silver. But I didn't know really, what a Barber dime or a quarter or anything like that was, or V nickels, or, I knew Buffalo had nickels, and I've got, quite a collection of the Buffaloes too. But it's all been from, mainly from coin roll hunting. So it's a fun little thing, little hobby to do, and it's nice to get your kids into it. I'm going to start getting my grandson involved in it here real soon. So anyway, there's the nickels I'm keeping. There's the nickels that's going back. And I tell you what, guys, you need to get you a book like this, okay? This book will tell you everything you need to know about your coins. And if you want a chance to win a book like this, well, when I get to 1,000 subscribers, one of the prizes that I'm giving away is a book just like this, the 2020, the 73rd edition of the Red Book of the United States coin. It's a guide that tells you about all kinds of coins from way back before, you and I were born, to current coins, and old silver dollars, and there's half dollars, and it tells all kinds of information about it, how many were minted, what the value of it would be if it's a different grade. And that's something that you need to know too if you're wanting to collect coins, is about grading the coins. Of course, you can't grade them. You'd have to send them off to be graded. And the highest grade you can get is an MS-70. It's the highest you can get a coin can be. It's perfect coin. And you got MS-60, 61, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 70. You got the AU-50, the G4. You got all kinds of different, like right here it tells you the different grades of kind of coin. Like for instance, let's find something good here that you'd know what was. Okay, a Walking Liberty half dollar. Okay, you get a Walking Liberty half dollar. Let's say it's a 1943 Walking Liberty half dollar, and you look and at an MS-63, okay, and that's just the 63. Yeah, as it goes up to 70, it gets more expensive. It'll be around $50 to $80 is what it would be worth. $1 being worth that, but it can be more than that. Just You got different grading companies. You got different auction companies that sell your coins and stuff. I don't want to get into all that right now, but if you're wanting to get a great collection and get the highest grade you can get, and the highest grade, of course, is the MS 70. It's a mint state 70. That's the highest you can go, and there's not a whole lot of coins that get up to that. So, but anyway, you need to get you a book like this. It tells all about different things about your coins, about the mint marks, where they're from, in the different mintage of, how many of the year 2000 nickels, Jefferson nickels, were made, or how many were made of the 1950 D Jefferson nickel made. How many of those were made? And the lower the mintage, the more expensive your coin's going to be, more you're going to get out of it. I know there's probably a lot of questions that you have about what I'm doing, and I'll be more than happy to answer any of the questions that you have on what I do. And there's so much more you can look into on these coins. Like in 1975, there's what they call a double die obverse. It's the front of the coin. It's got doubling on the lettering, the numbers and the letters. But there's all kinds of different varieties and mint eras that I can't even begin to tell you how much there is, because I don't even know. But this book will tell you. This book will outline and tell you the different eras and stuff like that. So anyway, if you like what you see here, and plus I do metal detecting to hunt for some of these old coins that's buried, to hunt for different artifacts and different relics and things. So, but if you like what you see here and like what the metal detecting part of it, please subscribe and hit that little bell on the side. That'll notify you anytime I got a new video that comes up. And sometimes I might put 3 videos out a week. Another time it just might be 1 time a week. So that will notify you that I just put up a video, and you can go check it out. So please subscribe, hit that little bell, and that like button over there. Hit that over there too, because that helps me to get my channel out there to show to other people, so other people can see what we're doing. And tell your friends about it. If you got any questions for me, my email is on my About page. I'll put it in my description. I have a PayPal if you want to contribute to anything. I've got a 1,000 subscriber appreciation giveaway coming up. When I get to 1,000, I'm about 170 away right now from hitting that, and I've got some great prizes. That book is one of them. Well, not this book, one just like it though. It's a new one, and it was donated by someone, and I'll give all the donations out, show who's donated what. I've got a lot of different things to give away on that appreciation giveaway. But please watch and subscribe and interact. Ask questions. I'll be more happy to answer it. Okay, I've talked too long. I'm going to get off of here. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Y'all take care. Bye.